Hey! Hey!
Oh, hey, it's you guys. Did you see the news? Jaden's back! What's up, YouTube? Today, I'm here to show you the brainstorming process behind my latest game. I'm developing a new game on Python, which is one of the programming languages that I know. And we're going to do a text-based game. Yeah. Basically, right now, I'm on a blank Lucid Spark. And we're gonna start brainstorming with a mind map. So basically what this game is gonna be is a single player questing game where the user sort of has an adventure or a journey through like this mysterious land or something like that. And basically, if you played Colossal Cave Adventure, one of those like really early teletype games that are like text-based, then this is sort of off that genre. If you don't know what Colossal Cave Adventure is, it's basically a really old game from 1976, and it's basically where the player goes through this like cavern or a series of caves to find loot and treasure. My game's not going to be about that, but it's similar, you know. So the first place to start in a game is a start. So we're gonna go with placeholder, title of the game, links to the start. So I've already thought of my start, and it's going to be: you find yourself in front of a deep, dark forest. Would you like to venture further? So this game is going to be brainstormed in flowchart style. So with any flowchart, there's going to be choices. To this question, there's yes or no. So when the player chooses the yes option, it says you choose to venture further. But if they click no, then I guess they don't want to go on the adventure. So you choose to go home. The end. So now the user or the player is going to have some decisions to make. In this instance, we're going to have 4 decisions. So you find yourself wandering into a clearing. There are now 4 different paths for you to choose from. Type north, south, east, or west to go into that direction. And there's going to be 4 choices, obviously. North, south, east, or west. One of these directions are going to send you back to where you came from. So randomly, I've decided that west is the place where you came from. So what we do is bring the west bubble all the way back over to this flowchart. I think there could be 2 correct answers actually. So I'll put east and south. Okay, so I've created a gigantic text box that says the end. So whenever like the story ends as a result of the player's choice, it's just gonna reroute to there for simplicity's sake. I've also switched around north and south. I think to make like the story more interesting, we could use like some random randint, like for example, like if it rolls a 1, then oh no, there's a wall you can't climb if it rolls a 2, like there's a bear chasing you. So you see here, random choice. So a pretty easy way to make south and east, these two choices tie in with each other, is to make a common ground which these choices like lead up to. So for example, for east, so both choices are the correct ones. Now as for the house, the light in distance is a house, and not just any house. It's a gingerbread house. Like, how cool is that? So you have a whole Hansel and Gretel cameo into this story. Evidently, run away is the wrong choice, because when you run away, you eventually starve, and you just ran away from your only source of food in the forest. So that wasn't very wise of you. The end. However, if you ransack the house after the witch is pushed into the cauldron, then you get plus food. With this food, after you leave the house, you're still in the forest, so you wander around a bit, and it starts to rain and get dark. That's not a good thing, because in the dark is where the monsters reside. Not that you'll face any monsters, because you eventually find a cave that's like the linear progression of the thing. So you won't meet any monsters whatsoever in these first few moments. When you reach this cave, you find shelter from the rain and from darkness, but you also find a bear. Now, it's a good thing that the bear is sleeping soundly. So you creep past him. You can either creep past him, or you can startle the bear out of its hiding spot. Although I don't think the bear will be too happy and will probably maul the player. However, if you sneak past the bear, you'll find an opening into this staircase where there's a wizard. And this is like Gandalf. This is like one of those like Dumbledore wizards. Basically, what this wizard says to you is, "Hi, player name. It has come to my attention that you are on a quest." And so he bestows like his knowledge upon you, and he disappears. But he gives you a task, an objective, like the main objective of this game, which is to defeat the evil wizard who has taken control of a large part of this land. And you have been chosen to vanquish him. And he gives you his staff. With this magical staff that the wizard has provided you with, you have earned the ability to fight monsters, or anything in general. Like bad things in general, things that threaten like your survival and stuff. So that's where the first fight scene begins. It's the bear. What I want to do is program this like sort of Pokemon kind of rolling fight mechanism, where basically you roll and see how effective that attack was. Sort of like Dungeons and Dragons. You can either choose to attack, evade, or defend. Or instead of evade, actually, you can choose to use a skill, like a spell, which has like very little chance of succeeding. The attack, as the name suggests, attacks the opponent, and defend, you'll also have to roll to see how well you defended against the opponent's attack. So basically, your first opponent is the bear. The bear that you sneak past has now woken up, and he's here to challenge you. Now this is your first fight. The bear has more health than you, but it's the first fight. It's sort of like a tutorial to show you how exactly do you fight against opponents. So when the bear challenges you to a fight, you are protected by immense plot armor. And it's supposed to show you like how the fight is supposed to work, as I just explained priorly. And you eventually defeat the bear. And now a map has materialized in your hands and you are ready to set off on the journey. So that is all that I have today. If you guys have any suggestions, or if you have any ideas on how to make the mechanisms better, please leave them in the comments. I'll be sure to check them out, and thank you for watching.